Want an easy mitered square? This one works corner to corner. It is a mock miter square in a bicolor or two color look. We're making this on the needles today. It's an easy pattern. Instead of a traditional square, mitered square, you get the boldness of these two colors here, and you're going to be working increases and then decreases from corner to corner today on GoodKnit Kisses. Welcome to GoodKnit Kisses. We're all about helping you stitch your love and love your stitches. To get pattern and supplies, please click down on the links below. This is an easy rated pattern, and I will cover everything that you need to know for this pattern today. You're going to need needles and then an appropriate weight yarn. I'm working with a US 8 or 5 millimeter, and we've got for yarn a medium 4 weight yarn. This is Chic Sheep from Red Heart. I'm working with color A as green tea and color B as poolside, and you're going to also need some scissors and a tapestry needle as well for weaving in the ends. So grab your supplies and we'll begin. Let's begin. We're going to do a long tail cast on, and it's only 3 stitches. We're going to have a slip knot and then add on 2 stitches. Cast on however you want, but I recommend long tail cast on. Make a long tail, and I'm going to wrap this around my finger twice. Take the back loop over the front one time, and then do it one more time again, back loop over the front and over the tip of the finger, makes a slip knot, and then we're going to place this on our needle, put the tail part towards you and the ball part to the back, tighten that up where it's still loose, but you can, it won't slide off easily. Okay, we're just going to grab that and split it with our fingers. And if you need a slower tutorial, click down below, and also for the knit stitch, and those are the 2 stitches that you need to know how to do, and I'll guide you through everything else. So you're going to pull back on here, and we're just going to scoop up. Notice I have my finger on my slip knot here to keep it still. We're going to scoop up at the thumb, go around to the finger, and come down, and then come down at the thumb again, and then let go with just the thumb, and then tighten it up. Okay? Not too tight. It's going to be loose enough to move. We're going to go one more time. Up through the thumb, down at the finger, and down at the thumb, and then let that go and tighten that up. And you're done. So this first row is knit only. We're just going to knit all the stitches. The other rows you'll be increasing, and then when we get to the halfway point, we'll be decreasing. I'll cover how to do everything in this tutorial. So go ahead and knit. We're just going to go right in that first stitch. Make sure to grab from your ball and not the tail. So just let me separate these. Okay, tighten that up. All right, we're just going to take our yarn. We're going to go around that needle and then pull it on through. Let the old one slip off, and that's how we're going to make the knit stitch. So we go in, wrap around, and pull through. Let the old drop off. And you can slow that down if you need to with the controls on YouTube. Okay, so we've got all 3 stitches knit. We're going to turn it and work our main stitch pattern. Okay, to do the first color, the first half of it, just like this, we're going to be increasing at the beginning of each row. Okay, and then when we get to the decrease, we're going to be color changing and then doing a decrease. So the first color is all the same rows. So we're going to knit in the front and back. So we're going to knit the first stitch and don't let it drop off. We knit the first stitch, and then we're going to take our needle and push it around to the back, putting our needle in the back. You don't have to flip it like that every time. I'm just doing that to show you. So you put your needle around back, yarn over, and pull through. Just like that. Okay? And then we're going to knit to the end of the row. So we've got 1, 2. And when there's so few stitches, I just keep my finger on the back of those stitches to keep them from sliding off. So you're going to turn, and then we're going to do it again. Knit into the first stitch, yarn over, take that tip and pivot around to the back, keeping that stitch on there. Go around to the back. Notice I've got my thumb on the stitch. It keeps it in place. All right, and then now we're just going to knit that stitch, and there we go. So we can let that drop off, and now you're just going to knit all the stitches to the end of the row. And now we have 5 stitches on our needles. Turn, and continue. Let's do one more. Let me slow this down. Go into the stitch, yarn over, pull it through, twist, and go to the back. Put our needle in the back, yarn over, and pull it through. Just like that. And knit to the end. Okay, so you're going to continue this on until you have 56 stitches, or you can measure if you want to make an 8x8 size, which is what I'm doing. You can measure from here to here until you have 5.5 inches. You can also measure the side here. So you can measure from here to here. All right, continue on, and I'll meet you when you have 56 stitches. See you soon. All right, so I have knitted to where from the tip to the middle I have 5.5 inches, or from the side it measures 8 inches. So just going right here, it's 8 inches, which is also 20 centimeters. In the middle here is 5.5. So that's going to give me an 8x8 square. You can work it until you get to the length you want, but along this edge here is where the square side will be. So whatever your length here is what your total size of your square is going to equal. Okay, so let's grab our color B, or contrast B, and let's add this color in, and we'll be working on our first decrease row. I'm going to grab my yarn and leave a tail at the back here, and I'm going to put my needle in that first stitch there. And it helps if you can grab your other yarn and hold it at the back with your other tail and give yourself some tension on that stitch. Okay, so we're just going to yarn over and pull through that very first stitch. So we're going to knit one, and now we're going to knit two together. So take these first two stitches and knit them together, and that's our decrease. And then you're going to knit to the end of the row. All right, that's it. That is all you have to do until you have 3 stitches left. I'll go ahead and do that for you one more time on our next row, and then you can see what my join looks like here. So continue, and I'll meet you back up at the beginning of the next row. See you soon. All right, let's just repeat that one more time. So we're going to be knitting 1, and then we knit 2 together. Just go in those stitches, yeah, just like that, and knit, and then knit to the end. So continue that until you have 3 stitches left, and I'll meet you back up at that point. I'm actually going to go until I have 4 stitches left, so you'll see what that looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the right side. The right side is always the side that you did the color change on the knit row, and we'll see you back up when you get to those last 4 stitches. All right, we're down to our last 4 stitches. I'm going to knit 1, knit 2 together, and knit the third one, turn it, okay, and now we're just going to knit 3 together. Okay, you don't even have to do a center double decrease. You can if you want, if you know how to do that. Just go on through all 3 stitches, just like that. Oop. Split my yarn. Okay, there we go. And then you can go through and knit it one more time, and that is going to be where you clip it, cut your tail, and then just pull it on through, and then you'll just weave in that tail, and you have your final square. So once you weave in your tails, you have a wonderful, nice, perfect square. You can go ahead and seam these up with other squares that look the same and come up with the big chevron pattern, or whatever you'd like to do. Make it look like a little quilt. Just have fun with it. Make it for anything. You can be a quilt, a shawl, a bag, whatever. I'm excited to show you this today. I'm so glad that you joined me. Be sure and check out our other mitered square videos that we'll be coming out with. I'm going to show you how to make a traditional mitered square and also a striped, and with your knowledge of a striped, you can do all these other type of designs, which you will see those coming out in the times ahead on our blog. So be sure and subscribe to that to get the newsletter and all the blogs and patterns that come out. Thank you so much for joining me today at Good Knit Kisses. Have a great day and happy knitting and crochet.
Thanks for joining us today, where we help you stitch your love and love your stitches. See you again soon.